everyone, this is Marina from Soul in the Raw, and I'm joined here with Philippe from the Posture Guide, and he is going to be talking about his experience with a pain-free body, right?
Yes. Hi everybody.
My first question for you is, how did you start looking into a pain-free life and everything that you do?
So actually for about 20 years I was in pain from a young age, and I didn't question it, but eventually studying some philosophy and psychology, I realized that using the thought was forcing me to go back inside my body, and I got into learning a lot more about how to be mindful, and it took another decade after that to learn how to be more aware and learn all the techniques I could to get outside of chronic pain, which I was for way too long. So what got me into chronic pain was to I had a big fall when I was a kid. I fell on my sacrum and also tore my ACL, and I did a lot of one-sided sports, volleyball, basketball, so all those asymmetric rotation got me into feeling my body was starting to become really heavy and really painful, and I needed to get out of that pain because it took a lot of toll on me learning. I wasn't able to complete my psychology study because I couldn't really sit for hours. It was just too much.
So now you're a massage therapist. What do you do now?
So now I'm a massage therapist, and I help people on two levels. I help them understand the process of chronic pain to get out of it, but also I teach them movement to simply integrate on practical things during the day they can do even when they sit at the desk.
So my second question for you is if you can give my viewers a few simple tips for what they can do if they're sitting way too much, or if they have like any pain in their body. And I can be demonstrating. So
yes, so we're gonna start with first thing. Awareness is the beginning of change. So first you need to get inside your body and pay attention. So right now, feel about your body. Do you feel like your shoulders are tight, your neck is stiff, your spine is rigid, your hips? I know we've been driving a little bit. You feel it in the neck?
Yeah.
Okay. So the good example is in the neck. So the first is awareness. You need to realize where you're hurting. Once you know where you're hurting, you're gonna address it. And the first thing is to move it. So awareness is first, movement is second. So right now, you could think about anything that helps you move that is not painful. So there you go.
It's actually the shoulders and the neck. So just get up at that moment and start.
Yeah. Now, the point on the shoulder, I love to do back swim stroke. So we're gonna put our hand on the chest and do a back swim stroke with the elbow as high as you can.
That's fun.
And loosen up your whole spine. Imagine you're a fish. And there you go. So if you stood up, you did just that, you should feel a bit better. It's just a little bit looser.
So whatever body part it is, it's kind of like intuitive movement?
Yes, you can do intuitive movement, or you can go check onto what would be the most comfortable way to do it. Like the first is awareness, second is a movement. For me, the third one is comfort. If you start moving, but you feel like you're grinding your teeth, it's painful, and you see, I gotta push through it. No, you need to be in comfort. So whatever feels good and right for your body.
Including at the gym.
Including at the gym, especially at the gym. People go to the gym for torture. Don't do that. If you go to the gym, don't do what other people are doing. Ask for what is safe, but then be curious about how to move, how to be comfortable within your body.
What, in your opinion, are the biggest causes for pain in the body?
All right, so I've been very interested into pain science lately, and the number two things, pain science. And there's a great website called painscience.com where you have a lot of information on the new science on pain. Number one is a lack of movement. Number two is a biochemical imbalance. Basically, those two are what creates the pain. Lack of movement or a biochemical imbalance. That's the main two things.
And biochemical imbalance caused by? This is where we get into the diet.
Exactly. So that's what got me into the diet. One of the things that creates the biochemical imbalance is your diet, or a repetitive inflammation caused by something that you include in your diet.
Like dairy.
Like dairy. For example, I'm a lot more fond of turmeric, blueberries, ginger, all those things that can bring back a healthier, lower inflammation in your body.
And greens.
And greens.
Yes.
The darker the better, the more color the better.
Awesome. Number 4 is a question that I actually personally have, and I think if I have it, you probably have it too, so I figured I would ask. Sometimes we have pain on a subconscious level, like
Yes.
tension in our body that's subconscious, so we don't even notice it in our sleep or even like in daily life. So how do you go about letting go of that?
Yes, and the number one thing here is meditation. You start to reprogram the way you think. When you have something deeply rooted in your unconsciousness, you need to go back consciously at it. That's the awareness, but not of the body, this time of the mind. What is your thought pattern? You can write down what are the thoughts that really make you grind your teeth as well. And you can go back at it, and like we move the shoulder, you will move your mind. So you can start by visualizing something that is peaceful, calm, something that helps you relax. And then you match those two ideas in your head and you repeat that over and over till you can overwrite the protocol. Your body will get out of the rut, and then you'll be more inclined to switch on and off toward what feels more relaxing.
So tell me, before we were speaking, you were telling me like more practically, okay, here's
Yes.
what you should be doing. So can we give that example?
Yes,
Sounds
so
awesome.
practically you will train yourself, let's say for a week to start, every night for 2 minutes to 10 minutes, as much patient as you can be. You will start to meditate before going to bed. I love to do that before going to bed because sometimes if I meditate and I'm tired, I just straight go fall asleep. But if you go to bed,
That happens.
you already there. You start to meditate, and you can have, I love calm.com as great simple meditation. You can have the app on your phone, or Lumosity has also some game to train you before. You can do this little meditation or do exercise and games to help you unwind. And then repeating that every day with a body that is more open than closed. You don't want to go to bed and meditate and be like that. You want to go to bed and meditate and be a bit more open. From the heart, open up, and think about that also. Imagine that you're hugging the world, and when you're in your room, you feel more safe, so it's a better practice. It's a practical
And it's a
way.
big thing because for anyone that has experienced trauma like me,
Yeah.
the connection between your body and your brain is almost gone. It's very hard to make that connection, so you have to work a lot harder to do it.
Yes, consistency is key,
Yes.
but also patience. You know, a lot of my clients and myself, I guilted about it. Like,
I just want to get it now.
yeah, am I broken? So be patient, and some days you will say like, nah. So don't force it. Just do something else. Have fun. Go cuddle. Go do some walk on the beach, or talk with a friend, or have a good meal or something like that.
Yes. Now we get into food. So now we're gonna get into food, and we talked a little bit, and
Yes.
I heard that you started getting into a plant-based diet, which is awesome.
Yes.
So I wanted to know how, why, and how has the transition been so far?
Yes. So I've played with my diet for a long time. I was raised in France, and our food is really sacred. Like, we really eat a
Yeah.
variety, a lot of good stuff. And when I moved here, I kind of got intrigued by the American culture, and I got a lot
When did you
into
move here, buddy?
12 years ago. I
Oh,
moved here 12
okay,
years
wow,
ago.
okay.
And I got into junk food.
That happens to a lot of immigrants. It happened to my family too.
Right?
Yeah.
So it took me a while to get back and say like, no, my body is not working well. I was too much in pain, too much inflammation. My chronic pain increased when I moved here. So I've been studying ways to get out of those chronic pain. I did little challenges like a 5-week challenge where I took one thing every week. Alcohol, sugar, dairy, gluten, coffee. And I could allow myself to get one thing that wasn't on that week list. But at the end, I felt a lot better, and I wanted to practice that more than just 5 weeks.
Like a lifestyle.
Like
Not
a
a
lifestyle.
diet, which I always tell you guys that.
It
Yeah.
takes time. For me, it took time. And now I did another body challenge 2 months ago in September. I went to yoga every day for a month. Hot yoga every day for a month. I lost 20 pounds.
Wow.
It was really big. And after, I was exhausted. And I decided I need to fuel myself better. And one friend talked to me about How Not to Die, which I know you like too.
I love that
Great
book.
book. I like it.
It's
and-
by Michael Greger, for those who don't know. And he, if you don't want to buy the book, he also has a free website, nutritionfacts.org. And I'm a total nerd for it. I'm always on there listening to his videos, so check it out.
It's a great website. On that website, he goes through 200,000 studies every year, and he put video for you, so you use it. And that's how I got lately into my new change. I decided to read the book, and as I read the book, I was like, oh my gosh, I need to really get into that more seriously. And I decided to cold turkey change into a whole food plant-based diet. And so far I've been...
So overnight you just...
Pretty much. But before that I did some challenges. So for several years I've been into a master cleanse. I've been through the whole food plant-based diet was just like the last one, but I did also that 5-week challenge. I did some challenge where, okay, take the gluten off, or do this and do that.
So experimenting and playing around.
Yes, and the last one was a ketogenic diet, which is kind of like the opposite.
Yeah.
But I didn't feel good.
There's a ketogenic vegan diet as well.
I didn't try that one.
Yeah.
But I was into...
It's like a higher fat vegan diet, basically.
Yes. So quality fat nuts and seed. But that's how I got lately into that big change. I was trying and playing before, and this time around, like, this is it. I'm in a good flow. I want to get better. And after losing 20 pounds, I got also a plateau. So I wanted to get more and get healthier and healthier. And lately I've lost 2 pounds just by eating a different diet. So it took a lot slower. It was a lot slower, but it was also...
But it's a lifestyle, so you're going to keep it up.
Yes.
It's not like, oh, tomorrow, you know, yo-yo dieting or anything like that.
No, it's just, and I can eat all I can want.
Yeah,
so
it's so fun.
I like that. But it's also very healthy, and my inflammation decreased drastically.
So you feel less, like physically less pain in your body?
I feel less pain, less inflamed. I can go with more stamina. So that's also very important for me, because I use my body a lot, and I wanted to be able to go the distance. So I felt also an increase in strength. That was surprising, but I really like it.
Because there's this bias that like plants are not gonna build you muscle. Or...
Oh yeah, no, there's a bunch of people who are in the fitness world also who are vegan, and they're ripped. So it's not something that gets you skinny. I think it's when people get into the calorie count. Don't do calorie count.
Absolutely
I don't think it's a good idea. Just go all in, eat everything. You just fuel yourself with some healthy stuff, so it's really good.
And what have been your challenges? So I saw a really funny comment that you said, my food looks like mud. So what I'm sure there are some challenges.
So the 3 challenges I had was 1, organization, 2, preparation, and 3, the other people. So number 1,
socializing.
Well, yeah, my family, for example, they don't want to go all in because I go and I change things often, but I can go really fast. My wife and my kids, though, they will transit over it. So they think maybe it's another fad, and I don't want to go there. So I'm gonna get solid in my own diet and last in that rhythm and inspire them. But preparing...
That's by the way, that's great. Like that's my best tip for families and friends and stuff, is not to tell them, oh, you have to do this. It's like just to be an example for them and tell them, I feel great and here's my food, like try it out. It works much better.
They want to feel like it was their idea.
Yeah, exactly.
But
not
you can
like you're
educate
controlling them and telling them.
I'm working on that. I'm a bit of a control freak sometimes, but it's my nature. But the preparation organization was really hard. So that's why sometimes my food was just like, okay, what do I have? I'm crashing. I didn't prepare it, and I took everything together. I know that's the base ingredient, but it looked like mud, so it's not very inspiring.
Did it taste good?
It tasted really good.
Who cares what it looks
like? Eventually I want to organize and prepare myself, and the grain takes a lot of time to prepare. So that's where my challenge was. I've been preparing it a bit differently now. I've cooked a bit ahead.
That really helps on the weekend to have like all your...
Like the lentils, the rice need to be prepared ahead. You can't crash and say like, oh, I got 45 minutes before I can eat. It's not really good.
Well, that's when fruit comes in. Like that's my favorite snack. Fruit, I have it all over my house, and you guys know if you've been watching me for a while, I love fruit, and it's the best snack ever, and it's quick.
Yes, and I like also to have nuts all around the place. So I got my my almonds, I got some cashews, I got things also nested like that.
You just want to soak them.
Yes. Okay. Yes. which I didn't know,
Yeah.
but I will.
You learn that. So you soak them just like you do with all your grains and rice and everything that you're cooking, legumes and your lentils. You want to soak them in water overnight. Yeah.
Okay.
For better nutrition, to absorb more of the nutrients.
Okay, overnight. Yeah. I'll do it. I know someone mentioned that actually they were preparing a vegan cheesecake and they soaked it overnight.
The cashews.
Now I know why. It's for nutrition.
Yes, and also to blend easier probably, but it's both of those things. Yeah.
All right. So to conclude, I'm gonna show you, we're gonna do together 3 movements that will help you feel better, hopefully at the end of that. And you can do them anytime. And they will be simple, practical. The first one is if you stand up. You don't know about that, so I cannot catch her off guard.
Okay.
So I'm gonna step back a little bit and we're gonna jump. And that's easy. Make sure you can move around. You can crank up the music if you have some at home. I love to do that. When you've jumped, even for a few seconds, you feel a bit more alive, looser. I've learned that technique from a triathlete. He does that when for his athlete before and after, so that their running is more performance, has more performance. Second one is a little routine that comes from Qigong, and it's very simple, and it starts from the hip, not from the shoulder, and it's being side to side, so we rotate. You've seen that maybe before.
I've seen it, yeah.
It's very nice and easy.
I've seen him demonstrating it at a conference.
Yes, and it's very nice and easy. It really takes no time, and you can even do that when you sit at your desk. You step back. If you have a chair that moves around, you can do that on your chair as well. The next one, we're gonna need to step back a little because it's a squat.
I should have worn like workout clothes.
I have an elastic band, but it's getting to a squat and wiggle your tail. And get up, wiggling your tail. There you go. So it's very nice and easy, but it's a lot of fun. And you might fall back, it's okay, put some pillows and enjoy that. And the last one is very important, especially if you have neck pain, is to breathe from the chest and not the belly.
Really? They always say to breathe from your stomach.
Yes, but I will tell you, it's not that you should not breathe from the stomach, you should be able to breathe also from the chest and the belly. It's like
both at the same time or separate?
There's different routine you can do one at a time, or you can do, there's a martial art technique where you breathe from the belly, then the chest, and after you compress the chest and the belly, so it makes a wave. So you need to have muscle control from the bottom and the top. So let's puff it up like a puff fish. And then we exhale and collapse it. And that you can do when you drive, when you're on the desk, on the computer, it doesn't matter. It works all the time.
And it's relaxed. Now I feel so much more relaxed.
Right?
Yeah.
Just a few breaths.
Yeah. So where can they find you if they want more? I know you do Facebook Live videos and stuff. So
I'm on Facebook and Instagram a lot, and you can find me under my name, which we might write under.
Yes, we will. It's gonna be in the description because I cannot pronounce it. So
yeah, Philippe Coudoux is my name, the posture guide. I help people go from pain to movement, but with also some mindfulness and meditation and consciousness, because I think it's very important for the world in which we live right now. Definitely. And you can reach to me. You can reach on Facebook, on DM me, on Instagram, DM me, and I will answer and be glad to help you out. If you're in San Diego, you can come see me. I got a studio also over there in Encinitas, North County, San Diego, and I hope I meet you there.
Awesome, and I'll post all the links. And also, if you guys are considering a plant-based diet like we talked about, I have a free 1-week meal plan, so I'll post the link to that too if you want to try it out and get into it. And yeah, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
This was awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks everybody.
Bye.